everyone, it's Katie from Mummy in a Tutu. I hope you're all doing well. Sorry I've been a bit absent really from YouTube recently, but I don't know if you can hear, I've still got some residual cold and things, and then obviously there was Christmas and things like that, so it was all just a bit manic. But I am back today because, let's face it, it's the new year, so it's obviously new year, new me. I don't know if you saw my post over on the blog, which was my goals for 2018. I don't want to set resolutions because I think if we use the word resolutions, then it's like you quit by the second weekend in January and you're just done for the year. Whereas I've decided to set goals for the whole year. And one of my goals, which is like a forever life goal, I think, is to lose some weight. And I'd quite like to lose quite a lot of weight this year. I've set myself the task of losing half a stone each month, which isn't a huge amount actually. If you eat sensibly and things, it's not a huge amount. So yeah, so we're going to go for half a stone a month. So I'm going to be trying out a load of different diets. I've done Slimming World for ages, but now I want to try out a few more. I've tried Thinking Slimmer as well, which is the mind shaping one. But now I am going to try SoShape. So I don't know about you, but I hadn't actually heard of SoShape, and I was really pleased when I found out about them, because it sounds like a really interesting diet. So you get to choose your meals, but it's not meals, it's like sachets, but you make them into meals. So let's get one of my pods. So they come like, so this is all one flavour in the same tub here. So as you can see, you've got 5 packets. I've got the 2-week plan here, okay. So I've got, this is the chocolate flavour, okay. So, and they just pop out the back like that, okay. So, and you have these little sachets. So those are my chocolate ones. I've got some cheesy pasta ones. I've got some curry ones. There's curry ones. It does say on the bottom what flavour they are. I've got, these are the cookies and cream. I'm really looking forward to trying the cookies and cream. I've got green soup. So yeah, so I've got all sorts of different flavours going. And I got to choose those when I went on to choose my plan. Now the website was really helpful because it kind of asks you what you're looking to do. Are you looking to lose a load of weight? Are you looking to maintain a weight? You know, that kind of thing. And then it advises you on what would be the best way to go. So let me tell you a little bit about SoShape. I'm gonna open up their little guidebook that comes with my pack. And tell you about it. So one of the big, huge, major things for me was that it is completely vegetarian, 100% vegetarian, which is perfect because it means that I can actually eat every single one of the meals. It doesn't mean that I've only got like 2 options, whereas everyone else would have 10 options, which is a regular occurrence when it comes to doing diet products and things like that. So it's vegetarian, there are no preservatives, it's free from GMOs, it's gluten-free again, which is perfect because so many people are gluten-free nowadays, and it's also 100% French, which might have been why I hadn't heard of it. So what are the immediate effects of SoShape? So it can boost your energy, apparently, which is a huge plus for me because I have literally no energy at the moment with working, with toddler and everything else. I just have no energy at all. I'm just gonna move over slightly, just the light. There we go. You'll feel lighter. You know, because you won't, you know, get that famous flat stomach thing, but you know, obviously I'm a long way off of that, but you will feel lighter and it'll help you tone up your muscles as well. Long-term effects it'll help you regulate your metabolism, it will help you boost your immune system, which, as you can hear from me, would be an excellent thing. It allows you to detox slightly, and it also helps protect your heart. So I think it will be good for people who want to lose weight of all ages. So let me tell you the main idea of it. So you get these sachets, you get a bottle shaker as well, an infuser bottle to make them up in, and I'm doing the 14-day plan, as I said. So I will have a smart meal in the morning, and a smart meal is a SoShape meal. A smart meal is basically this and water, or this and ice, depending on how you're going to make it up. Okay, so have one of these in the morning, which they advise to be a hot or cold drink to give you all the necessary nutrients to start the day. So what's really cool, I really like, is that you've got drinks like the chocolate milkshake. I've got the cookies and cream one as well, but they also do frappes. I love frappes. I'm always getting frappes from Costa, which is probably another reason why my waistline's a bit dodgy. So I love the idea that we can have frappes as well. There's like raspberry frappe, there's lemon cheesecake frappe as well, which is really cool. So you have a smart meal in the morning, which you can have hot or cold. They say to have a totally free lunch, which is you eating something. Obviously it's within reason, and you can use their Facebook and their Instagram at SoShape for inspiration, but there's more information in the book as well as to what you can and can't eat. And then it's a smart meal, so another one of these in the evening, but here they advise you to go for the soups or the pasta or the risotto, which you make slightly thicker. So it kind of, I suppose, actually would come out more like a stew consistency, or like a thick risotto would. And you eat that out of a bowl, and a bit like the one in the morning you can eat out of a mug, or again you could eat out of a bowl if you want to pretend it's like a Buddha bowl kind of thing. Yeah, so that's your 3 meals. So the things they add in are there are no restrictions. Nothing is forbidden at lunchtime. You can eat without any worries and really enjoy your lunch break with friends and colleagues. Don't go too mad though. Stick to reasonable portions whenever possible and opt for proteins and vegetables. That's one of the main things that they want to do in this diet, is they want to boost the amount of protein you have. What can I drink? Obviously it said avoid sugary drinks. One of the reasons that they give you the water bottle and shaker, which you'll see later when I make up my first sachet, one of the reasons they give that to you is to encourage you to drink water, and it's also got an infuser so you can make nice flavoured water as well. Restaurant SOS, what happens obviously if I need to go out with friends, or that's not likely to happen because none of my friends live around here, but you know, or we're busy mums, but what happens if I need to go to an event for work? For example, in a few weeks time I've got an Italian food masterclass coming up. Yeah, so I don't really think that the Italian masters are going to accept the SoShape sachets. It says here, some events just can't be missed and we won't stop you from enjoying your outings. In these cases you can swap your evening smart meal with lunch. Oh, so that's really good. Provided you take an extra smart meal at 5 PM, but be careful, only do this in moderation for optimal results. Oh, so that's good. So if I have to go to an event in the evening, that was just my cat saying hello. If I have to go to an event in the evening, I can actually swap it out so I can eat in the evening and not at lunchtime. I just have to take an extra one of these. So that's quite good. Awesome. So it's all sounding pretty good to me. Oh, there's like a whole bit on here on smart foods and open foods and, you know, and things to eat that are really good. It says to try and avoid fruits, obviously too much fruits because of the natural sugar in it, but obviously vegetables are good. Good sources of protein such as egg whites, tofu, soy milk. Obviously for meat eaters it would be chicken breast, turkey breast, white fish, that kind of thing. And then, oh yeah, it's got 6 rules for staying on track. So I've got to get these into my head. Make proteins the bulk of your meals. Disassociate boredom from hunger. That's like, yeah. Don't drink your calories. I'm terrible for this. I am a fizzy drink addict. It's just terrible. Beware of the vicious cycle of sugar. A pound of chocolate here, a candy bar there is guaranteed to make you crave and want even more sugar. It's so true. Don't bring your enemy home with you. So never shop on an empty stomach. Don't weigh yourself every day and stay smart. I've weighed myself this morning, and I am not telling you what I am because it's just an embarrassment. I have weighed myself this morning, and I will weigh myself on the morning of doing the final vlog and let you guys all know how much I've lost. So yeah, and then it goes into the instructions on how to make your drinks. It's also got like the full breakdown of ingredients and vitamins for each different sachet and flavour that you have. They're soon launching smart foods as well, so that you'll be able to eat some like pancakes and things when you're on this diet. And they also, smart meal recipes, they also include like smart meal recipe things. So you can make a light mousse or a bowl cake. Oh, so that's quite good. Like it. So yeah, and then obviously about staying hydrated. So I think the next step is to get this SoShape action on and go make my first drink. Okay, so it's breakfast time, so I'm going to start out my first meal on the SoShape. I'm going to start out with a raspberry frappe because that really appealed. So you have these sachets, which actually when you look at them in the boxes, hang on, I'll get another box for you. When you look at them in the boxes, I actually thought that they were going to be like liquid or something, but as soon as you get them out, you can feel that they're like a powder, okay, which obviously explains a lot. So you get this handy book, which you've seen already, and I'm in the frappes section because there's like quite a few different flavour frappes. And then, so I'm just going to follow the instructions and make up one of these drinks for the frappe. So you get the Shaper's Shaker, which is quite cool. And it's got marks on the side here. So there's 150ml and 350ml. 350ml is the maximum that you can go. So it's got the drinks spout at the top, which is quite good. Yeah. And then if I undo it, you can see that it's got a compartment inside. I think this is because obviously another part of the SoShape diet is it's encouraging you to drink more water as well. And if you use one of these, you can actually make flavoured water this way. I quite like putting mint and lemon in that. So, right, so let's follow the instructions to make up this raspberry frappe. I'm really interested to try it as well. So it says pour in fresh water up to 350ml into your shaker. So I've got the marker, I've got some water in a jug here which I've just poured. So up to 350, there we go, that's 350ml. It says to add ice. Now I don't know if you're meant to add ice in the main part or if you're meant to add ice in this bit. So I'm gonna add ice in this bit. Because otherwise I don't know if this bit will go back in. So let's add the ice in that bit because it's still going to be part of the bottle, isn't it? So I've added ice in that bit, like that. And then I'm going to add in the powder from your smart meal. These are called smart meals. Add the whole thing in one go, okay? Easy tear tab on all of them. Don't drop it like I just have. Okay, I'm just going to show you what comes out. So it's like a little white powder. Oh, okay, right, so add it all in. Might want to open up the tear hole just a little bit more if you want to do it slightly faster. Just see if I've got it all out. Yeah, a little bit more left in there. Okay, right, so that's all in. Add the whole thing in one go and then shake well. So let's pop this back in here like that. Put it on. And I would say obviously make sure it's done up tightly and then shake. Shake it well so that it gets smooth with no lumps. So how long do we think that's going to take? I don't think it takes too long. Let's have a look. Oh, that's looking pretty good already. Actually, that's quite cool. Hang on, I'll show you guys as well. I'm going to shake and then I'm going to show you the bottom of the bottle. So I don't know if you can see it. It looks like there's like raspberry seeds in it. Which actually, I think is a really good sign. I think raspberry seeds in there is a really, really good sign. Because it shows that, you know, there's actually fruit in there and it's... Right. So what would you say? I'd say that's about a minute. Do about a minute shaking. I think actually I'm quite pleased that I put the ice in the inside compartment. So shapers, this is very important. The frappe smart meals are best when really chilled or even frozen. This applies to the lemon cheesecake frappe, the raspberry and the mint chocolate flavours. How good do they sound? Real milkshakes to drink with ice cubes or super cold water. You do not need to use the infuser. Make sure to remove it. Oh, okay. So I put the ice cubes in the infuser, but you can actually remove it completely. So that's quite good. Okay, right. So I think we're done. Okay. So let's open it up. It smells like raspberry. Here we go. So cheers to my first SoShape meal. Ooh, and it does. It tastes like raspberry. Okay, so this might not be as completely bad as I thought it was going to be. Because, you know, diets suck. Okay, brilliant. Let's SoShape me up. So obviously there's sweet options, savoury options, hot and cold, and you can see them all on the website when you go and choose what you're going to be eating. So you're probably thinking, well, that's great, like iced frappe and stuff, but what do you do about your hot ones? Like I've got green garden soup, I've got a mushroom soup, I've got pasta Indian curry, I've got a cheesy pasta, I've also got the cookies and cream, I've got chocolate, so it all varies. So we like the soups, we like the green soup. You make it up the exact same way in your shaker. So you do 350 ml of water, pour it in, shake it well and everything until it's smooth. Then you can transfer it from your shaker, because the shaker is just like the method of making it. So you transfer it from your shaker into a microwavable bowl and you microwave it for 1 to 2 minutes and then you eat it like normal soup. So it actually does feel like you're eating a meal. And you know, and looking at I'm just going to look at the main courses as well. So sim down whilst eating pasta and rice, for example. So SoShape has done it with pastas and risottos, which are 100% vegetarian. Woohoo, good for me. No meat at all. They use soy to give it all the flavour. Hot dishes should look like real dishes, I agree. If the consistency is too liquid, try using less water. So for that, for like the pasta dishes or mushroom risotto, you pour fresh water into the shaker, but only 150 ml. Add the water and the powder from your smart meal into a microwave safe bowl. So you don't actually shake it beforehand. So you measure 150 ml, you pour it into a microwavable bowl with the powder, you heat it for 1 minute. Oh, you mix well to get rid of lump-free mixture. Microwave for a minute without covering, and then leave it to stand for 5 minutes as well, covering the plate, and that actually allows it to get thicker. If it gets too thick for you, you can add more water, and then it says just to heat again for 30 seconds in the microwave. So that's pretty good. And I think if you're having like a cold drink like the chocolate milkshake, then it's the same as before. You just shake it and drink it straight. But if you like it hot, again, you can pour it into a mug and you can microwave it. So that's really cool. It's really good because, oh yeah, and then obviously it's encouraging you to stay hydrated. So this is like the manual that you get. And as I said, you know, you can use your infuser and you can infuse your water with different fruits. So that it says to leave it to infuse for 30 minutes in the fridge. So that's a good idea. So yeah, so I'm really excited. I've had my first SoShape meal, and next up is a lunch. You're supposed to eat at lunchtime, so next up is my lunchtime meal, and then I will have another SoShape smart meal this evening, and I'm on this for the next 2 weeks. So I will see you guys in 2 weeks and let you know how I've done. Hi everyone, so we are on we have arrived at day 14 of my SoShape journey. And yeah, it's been an interesting one. You can read all about it obviously in the blog post. The link will be in the description below about how I got on and things. But yeah, it's been great. It's lunchtime now. I've just had my lunch, and I've got one smart meal for tonight. But I thought, as it was the final day, that I would weigh in and see how I did. I'm really pleased to say that in 2 weeks I have lost 8 pounds, which is just awesome. It's brilliant. That is my target for the month. I just need to maintain that now, and I'm almost kind of now disappointed that I'm not carrying on with SoShape. I really wish that I was just keeping going and that I was actually doing the 28 days, because it's just, I really didn't think that doing something with shakes and things would work for me. I thought I would miss food too much, especially cooking it for everyone else in my household, not just Alyssa, but for the adults in my household. So I'm making adult meals, not just kiddie meals, and I really thought I'd miss it. But what I was tending to do was I was making them very healthy meals, but I was making things that I could cook separately. So I'd actually cook myself the same thing at lunchtime, and they'd just have it at dinner time. So I actually wasn't missing out on anything. So I was being very clever that way. And and obviously I did have 1 or 2 slip-ups where I would just, one night I was just, after I filmed that last vlog, I was so ill. I did maintain this and I just kept going, but one night I was just so exhausted and I just had enough, and I sat down and I ate pizza for the evening meal. I knew I was going to be eating an evening meal that day because of how timing had worked out, so I'd had my extra I'd had my pouch at lunchtime instead. But rather than eating something healthy, I just bunged frozen pizza in the oven, which just isn't the way to go at all, and I was kind of disappointed in myself the next day. But it's okay because I put myself back on track, and yeah, and I've lost 8 pounds, and I'm so happy. And I'm drinking water. So it's lunchtime now. This is my 3rd one today. I've not stopped peeing like the entire 2 weeks. Sorry if that's too much information. I think my body's just like, what the hell is this stuff that you're putting into it? And where's the carbonated stuff? Because obviously I've not had any. I had one carbonated drink like the whole time, and that was I had when I went to an event. I had a slimline gin and tonic, which did actually taste really nice, but I've not missed the fizzy as much as I thought I would. First 2 or 3 days I'm just like, where's my can of Diet Coke? But now I'm kind of like, yeah, it'd be nice, but I'm okay. As long as my water's cold and I haven't let it go stale, then I'm fine. So what did I think of the flavours and stuff? I think the cold stuff worked better for me. Sorry, I'm still a bit snotty left over now still. The cold stuff worked better for me. I loved the raspberry frappe. That was great. And I actually ended up making all of my cold drinks with ice just because it worked better for me. So I did the cookies and cream with ice. I did the raspberry frappe with ice. I did the chocolate with ice, although actually I did change it one morning. It was really cold outside and horrible, and I changed it and actually made it into hot chocolate kind of thing, and that worked really nice. It was like having a mug of hot chocolate for breakfast. So that was really good. I used, like they suggested, I used the website to create like healthy meals at lunchtime that I then transposed into to dinner time. So I made things like Thai green vegetable curry, the vegetarian version way, and really, the only bad thing in there was coconut milk. Everything else was like vegetables and herbs and spices, which were fine. So yeah, and I would just have a bowl of that, rather than having any rice with it or anything. So I was doing that, and I had some smoked tofu, and I did I did a roasted vegetable Buddha bowl kind of thing with with aromatic couscous and then like roasted butternut squash and onions and peppers and things like that. And yeah, just kind of went that route, and things that I could then give them for dinner in the evenings as well. So like I said, I didn't feel like I was missing out. So my SoShape evening meals, I liked the green soup. I thought the green soup was really nice because obviously it was kind of soup consistency anyway, and it did taste like a green vegetable soup, so that was good. The cheesy pasta earlier. Sorry, I've got a list here. I'm just trying to remember. Cheesy pasta I liked. Mushroom risotto is okay. Again, it was kind of like that consistency. I wasn't a huge fan of the curry one. I don't know why. I think because it wasn't the right consistency for curry for me. I tried it thinner, I tried it thicker. It wasn't like it didn't make me want to be sick or anything. It was fine, there was nothing wrong with it. It just wasn't my favourite flavour. And I think if I was carrying on, it would be the only thing that I would change. It would be the only flavour I'd try something else of. So I think I'd probably try and do that. But other than that, I was really, really impressed. The flavours were good. You know, like in the raspberry frappe, there were actual raspberry seeds. So it was kind of like, you know, obviously there's like genuine raspberry gone in here somewhere. Yeah, and I completely agree. I feel so much healthier. My energy levels have gone up. Something like this is obviously definitely agrees with my thyroid condition as well. Because obviously I'm fighting against a bad thyroid, which can obviously make you gain weight as well. So, you know, it's really good. One thing I really liked was that on the back of each of the packets, so if I show you on the leaflets, so on these packets, on the back of each one was like an inspirational message. Like one even had Hakuna Matata on it, which I just thought was brilliant. And it's quite nice, you know, you're sat there, you're like, I'm opening up another shake, because you know, around, I think at day kind of 2 I was like that, and at day kind of 9 I was kind of like that, and 9 was actually I think the day that I had pizza possibly. But you're kind of like, oh yeah, I just want like real food, putting it in, and actually looking down and seeing that kind of inspirational message really helped. And I'm really glad I did this. And as I said, I wish I was doing 28 days. I actually wish I was doing 365 days, because I think it's a really good way to either lose weight or just get healthy. I think it's a really good like detox system, especially if you're feeling run down or overweight, or you know, like I said, run down after like all the Christmas activities, or run down from work. You know, I am either looking after a little or working. You know, there's nothing kind of in between or either side of that. So it's really nice to actually feel like I've got a bit of energy. It's nice to feel like I've done something easy for myself, because it is really easy. It's delivered to your door. You shake it, you make it, you drink it. That's all there is to it. I was hungry a little bit to start with, but actually, in saying that, I'm actually just gonna have a sip now. Hang on a second. I was actually quite hungry to start with. But anytime I was hungry, I had a sip of water, and that really helped as well. And I think that's now why I'm drinking so much as well, because, you know, it helps me. I was a very mindless eater, especially when it came to work. You know, I'm sat there on the laptop and there's something here, and I'll just like mindlessly eat, because that's all I've got time for. So I'll be really interested now to see how my eating habits have changed now that I've done this, because I'll be interested to see what I want to eat and what I don't want to eat. SoShape made me have breakfast. I'm not a breakfast person at all, but they were making me eat something first thing in the morning, even if it was a drink. So I think I'm going to kind of go the whole, maybe get some frozen fruit, do like a smoothie in the morning kind of thing, just to kind of try and maintain that. And definitely have like a lighter meal in the evening and have a heavier meal at lunchtime, I think. And that's what I used to do when I lived in Italy, and that worked really well for me. So yeah, so I have to say, completely, thoroughly, totally recommend SoShape. It says for a fun and effective challenge. Well, it was definitely effective. It wasn't necessarily fun the whole time, but it was super effective. £8 down. So I can only say thank you to SoShape enough just for letting me try the product. And I would be so happy if you want to let me try it for another 28 days or another 365 days. I will be your ambassador for the year, because it's brilliant. If you do use SoShape or anything else, don't forget to add their hashtag SoShape. And then you can share with me your SoShape journey if you're going on one too. And I'll be sure to be tagging all of my images. Thank you so much for stopping in and watching my SoShape fat losing journey. I'm only sorry it's over, but I will see you guys all next time on my Mummy in a Tutu You channel. Don't forget to hit the like button if you liked this video, and I would love you even more if you hit subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.